An absolute need for clarity of the conceptual framework, which will be the propelling factor for performance credibility, itself a necessary bedrock for quality service delivery.
One favorite topic which is now occupying center stage in local government circles is the policy of decentralization. It involves bringing public institutions under local government administration. A full-fledged decentralization will translate into the devolution of powers on local government actors, thereby reducing bureaucracy and expediting administrative processes. However, according to the lead consultant, the process should neither be confused nor taken for granted.
This lack of conceptual clarity has also given rise to misconceptions about certain issues, like going around, most people will think that devolution means that you take your hands off, government taking its hands off from the activities of local government, or it means that total autonomy. And we have tried we thought that through this program, some of these misconceptions need to be highlighted, that it is more of an arm's length agencies being created in order that they can be able to devolve certain responsibilities that can be better done at the local level. And government still has a responsibility to supervise, to ensure that things delegated are being undertaken effectively and to the satisfaction of government.
The two-day deliberation saw moments during which participants look at all the essentials of a sound local government administration. A contract between local administrators and the people participants believe should be characterized by the principles of accountability, transparency, trust, and community participation. Modul Amin Sise, Grts News.
The Tertiary Students Association of Foni Friday concluded a month-long string of summer classes for students in the area. The course sought to engage students in meaningful academic work during the holidays. Nekumademba reports.
It was several years ago when His Excellency the President made a pledge of a full scholarship package that awaits Foni students who made it to the University of the Gambia. Over the years, many Foni students have benefited from this package. This laudable venture has given birth to an organization called the Tertiary Student Association of Foni, commonly called the Foni Students Association. The organization is born out of the goodwill the members have for the people of Foni. They cannot pay the president, they said, but they can join their collective efforts to pay their quota in the development of Foni.
These people said no. Just because we are benefiting from this funding, we should not stop here. Let's make sure that the younger ones who are coming after us also at least have the chance of having the same benefit accorded to us.
In their opening remarks, the Honorable National Assembly Member for Foni Bondali and the Managing Director of GAMTEL hailed the efforts of the organization, noting it is timely and rewarding.
It is in line with government's Vision 2020, MDGs, PRSP2, and the Education for All goals.
You have already realized that all the lecturers you had during this period are ex-students of this same Foni community. I would want to believe that the opportunity that you people have now, most of them never had before. And I would want to urge you to capitalize on these opportunities and make sure your dreams are realized.
Several speakers took turn to commend the efforts of the organization.
The challenge for them now is to make sure, because they said it's voluntary services. If they get anything, maybe as a bonus or an honorarium for the job they have done, that's good. But I think the most important here is voluntarism. That shows your patriotism. They have to continue, and even they have to make sure they strengthen their numbers.
The ceremony also saw a display of talents by the students.
It was a bright day on Friday, 22nd July 1994. It began to crew like a smoke. Yes, indeed, it is a smoke of change which has turned out to be the mountain of fire.
I just finished a bag of rice in 1 month. You are saying Isaac is finished. Isaac is small. What did you want to say? Isaac will go and sell banana. Sell banana and come. Only bring $5 at home without no profit.
For For the students of Mayok Senior Secondary School, the summer classes for them has been educative and interactive. This initiative is a clear manifestation of the will of Fonyi students in playing their part in the development of their area. They intend to start with the educational sector but will soon venture into other sectors as well. For Grts News, I am Deku Mademba.
The European Union Non-State Actors Strengthening Program in the Gambia has rehabilitated some water points as well as constructed toilet facilities for refugee-hosted communities in the West Coast region. The project, costing some €50,000, seeks to provide access to adequate and safe drinking water for beneficiaries. Moda S. Jala reports.
This was the joyous mood amongst communities who benefited from safe drinking water and proper toilet facilities, being the end result of the timely intervention from the European Union Non-State Actors Strengthening Program in the Gambia and their implementing partner, the St. Joseph Family Farm Center in Buyam. The first to be inaugurated was this rehabilitated water point, a borehole for Sitanungu village, a remote community in Fonyi Bintan district. The rehabilitation of this borehole has brought a much-needed relief for the inhabitants of the village, who were on the verge of migrating to nearby villages due to several years without access to safe drinking water. Villagers, they were forced to trek kilometers to neighboring villages just to access clean water, a burden that has seemingly become unbearable, especially for the women and children. Speaker after speaker lavished praises on the donors for coming to their rescue, citing the importance of clean drinking water to their livelihoods, including their livestock, plus alleviating their long suffering. The next to be inaugurated was a pit latrine for the refugee community residing in Sewell village. The beneficiaries were grateful to the donors for the construction of a standard toilet facility, which is expected to reduce the village sanitary problems and improve the health of the people. Sekou Tamba is representing the 147 refugees believed to be residing in this community and the main beneficiaries of the project. Having fled the fighting in neighboring Casamas 4 years ago, he commended the donors for providing them with a standard toilet facility. The tour party then drove to Arangalen village, where the beneficiaries were waiting to receive the keys to this pit latrine constructed for the 300 refugees estimated to be residing in this community. The people of Jenunkunda were the next to take delivery of this borehole that has been rehabilitated. The delegation was greeted with the shocking news of the untimely demise of a 17-year-old grade 9 pupil who fell into a local well while fetching water for his mom at a time when the borehole was out of use. For the people of this Combo East settlement, they are happy that the village's only source of clean water is rehabilitated and pumping safe drinking water for the many inhabitants once again, after almost a year without clean water. The last facility to be inaugurated was a pit latrine constructed at the immigration post in the border village of Dimbaya. Located at one of the country's entry points, the toilet facility, the beneficiaries believe, will be of great importance to the community, particularly those traveling in and out of the country. After successfully inaugurating the facilities, GRT sounded the impression of the program officer for the European Union Non-State Actors Strengthening Program in the Gambia.
It's amazing what people can do with a little bit of money. They really understood the need amongst the host communities with the refugees, and they identified two specific things, the pit latrines and the water points, and it's clear that in every community it was seen as appropriate. The only thing is that more is obviously needed, and the grant was limited. And given the time and the grant size, the impact that St. Joseph Family Farm has made has been very positive.
Being one of the 13 non-state actors that has benefited from the EU grant, the St. Joseph Family Farms has, during the course of the 12-month project, constructed 10 toilet facilities for refugee hosting communities, as well as rehabilitating 10 water points throughout the West Coast region.
Well, this is part of our mandate. We have a social responsibility as an organization. We have set ourselves, this task to kind of alleviate poverty in the rural communities. So it's part and parcel of our mandate to make sure that we really help the people.
The project is part of the European Union EDF grant, which seeks to enhance the role of non-state actors in contributing to good governance, poverty reduction, and sustainable livelihoods in the Gambia.